And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that brutal OST. We have returned and we are jumping in mid-series into our next match, into our next qualifying match here between Bunny and Harstem.
That's right, and it is definitely a close matchup between these two players. Bunny looking incredibly fearsome though, and here he is spawning in the bottom left-hand corner for Mystery Gaming. This is the Red Terran, Bunny.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Blue Protoss player from the land of the Netherlands, representing Shopify Rebellion. It is Harstem.
And just like when we had Stargazers in the pool, we saw the Korean Terrans not being scared of it. It looks like Bunny not afraid of a bit of an unpopular map for Terran here.
Yeah, we are loading into Alcyone, and I mean, it is quite a large map here. One of the larger maps in the map pool. Long rushes despite ground. But what is it that Terrans typically don't like about this map?
I think it's just, there's just a lot of opportunities for weird stuff, and yeah, because of the bigger map, it can be a little bit difficult just to deal with the extra bases towards the sides here. It can be a little bit hard to keep your opponent off the gold base as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like getting up to a 3, 4, and even 5 base economy can be difficult to really break. But you know what? We want to believe, right? Like Bunny, you mentioned it before, but he's a very active player, very aggressive as well. We were lucky enough to cast Bunny over the past couple of days in qualifiers, in WTL as well, and Bunny, he's looking in form, right? Like he's looking strong. We actually casted Bunny versus TY yesterday in WTL, and Bunny was pulling TY apart, just constant drop play, just constant aggression. It was beautiful to see.
Yeah, looks like as well, Bunny recognizing that the core might have been just a little bit late, has snuck a bunker in behind the Nexus here, and he is going to be able to get this finished. Harstem didn't see this at all. He doesn't have any probes mining from that natural there, which is maybe a bit of an oversight.
Oh, exactly, as we do have that bunker finishing up. Reaper does make its way in. We'll make it into the bunker despite taking some hits, and we will deny mining here at the natural for as long as we can. And yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer to deal with this. Still no shield battery up and running, so it's going to take that much longer.
Yeah, I wonder if this is... No, okay, that battery's fine. I was going to say this might be map specific just because the pylon has to be a little bit further away from the Nexus, but this battery should be in okay range.
Yeah, should be an okay range here as it will finally finish, or eventually finish. Behind this is going to be a Stargate opener from Harstem, looking to get into Phoenixes or even Oracles initially. But Ep's going to be dancing with this. We do have some nice repairs here as they do edge a little bit closer, trying to get within range of that SCV.
Yeah, so Harstem, he does really like going for Phoenix Colossus, so not surprising to see him open up with the Stargate here. It has been a little bit less popular to go for 4-gate on these maps lately, just because they're a little bit longer, the mains are a little bit less open than the last pool.
Oh yeah, they are a little bit less open, and eventually the bunker is going to be dealt with. It is going to be Oracle first from Harstem, but from here he can go into Phoenixes. We'll see how hard he commits. Bunker is going to be salvaged just in time. Whew, as we do get the salvage off, and Bunny does eventually get out, and Harstem can go back to mining.
Yeah, good positioning of the units from Harstem prevents that Reaper from running out of the bunker to go up and get the scout, but the Reaper going to get the scout anyway just because of this pylon placement. Can't really hide the tech there for the Protoss, unfortunately, if you do want to have that Reaper wall.
Exactly, so we do wall off, but we can't hide the tech. Robo's on the way, so Phoenix Colossus, as you mentioned, is on the horizon. Hellion does dive into the main, though. There's not much in position.
Yeah, so Hellion coming in from that follow-up scout. The Phoenix is going to be able to slow that down enough for the Adepts to get back, but unfortunately having to use a recall, so Harstem looking a little bit flustered here, and he is going to be losing one probe.
Yeah, one worker goes down, forces back the Adepts as well, so good damage for one Hellion. He also confirms the continued Phoenix production. Oh my god, as he's going to be able to
he's going to get it out. I guess he's playing safe because he doesn't know where the Stalker is.
Yeah. Just playing safe is going to be shut down, but again, just really good value for that one Hellion.
Yeah, really annoying there out of Bunny. And behind this, he is going to be, but now that he's seen the Phoenix, he can skip tanks altogether. So he's going to have a much faster stim and combat shields timing. Should be able to move out for an attack around 6 minutes instead of the usual 6:30, 6:40.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So he's just prioritizing that bio production, of course. We have a job moving out across the map. A bold move, considering that we have Phoenixes, plenty of them for map control, and Phoenixes are even in position outside of the main. So a risky maneuver here from Bunny. We'll see if it can pay off as he does head out towards the right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, the Bay already in production. Colossus soon on the horizon for Harstem.
Yeah, it's a really cute way to do it. So basically what he's going to be doing is just looking for any pylons on the edge here and just clearing them out, keeping Harstem in the dark. And that just makes the Phoenix movement way more difficult for Harstem. So Harstem has to keep the Phoenix back at home just because he doesn't know what this drop is up to.
Exactly. Now, he does spot the medevac drop. He's aware of it. We can see Harstem anticipating a drop into the main, but Bunny doesn't commit. He also saw the Phoenixes, so Bunny knows that his opponent should be in position, and the medevac drop is going to rotate around.
Yeah, this is really clever from Bunny. Just by showing this drop, these Phoenixes can't be harassing him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they cannot be harassing. They're kind of stuck here back at home. Meanwhile, here comes the push. Unscattered, by the way. We do have control of the Zelnaga, but it's being forced back and only seeing the single drop, which means Harstem does not see the main push.
I love this as well, splitting off that drop. So he's going to hit that into the main as he shows the army at the front.
Exactly, and here we go. Bunny going for the 1-2 punch. We do see the first Colossus has arrived. We have a shield battery on the way. Scouting probe does come across these units, does confirm the army. Now Harstem's going to be getting ready here on the front lines at that third base. At the same time, there goes that drop.
Yeah, and there's no pylon on the edge there, so this drop is not spotted. Another effect of that drop moving out earlier on. Normally there would be a pylon there to spot this, but there isn't, and this is going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, so far unscouted unload here. Buddy doesn't even have to commit here on the front lines as he does dive in towards that into that main base, gets the shield battery, and does force off every single worker here in the mineral line.
Yeah, and he's going to be looking to depower this. Oh, and he gets to slow down Thermal Lance. That's huge.
That is massive here. Big pick up. And meanwhile, at the same time, on the front lines, he's looking for a way in, looking for a dive here, going for a mine drop.
Oh, he's going to drop on top of this. This is amazing. I love it when Mario does this as well. So he will be able to drop these mines right on top and target that Colossus. The shield battery overcharge immediately taken out, and this might just be the end.
It may be the end. The Immortal does go down. Feast is being targeted down as well. The Colossus exposed. GG gets called. Bunny overwhelms Harstem with his push, and Bunny qualifies for the closed qualifier.
GG, really nice anti-Phoenix Colossus play coming out from Bunny. That was beautifully done. I really got to point out as well, just again, that little 8 Marine drop to the right-hand side of the map there did so much for him. The other thing that I'm noticing now as well, because of that little mineral wall that makes it a little bit harder for probes to get there, that drop kind of just guarantees that a probe's never going to be able to get over there to get vision.
Oh, exactly. It's just so difficult to actually see that drop coming ahead of time and prepare for it as well. So GG, well played. Congratulations to Bunny for advancing on, for making it into the closed qualifier tomorrow. And it looks like that was the final series left. It looks like, Asher, we have all of our qualified players.
Okay, let's have a little look-see. Refresh. And okay, so Gumiho takes a 3-2 versus Nightmare. That must have been a very, very close game. I was saying that Nightmare's aggressive style can kind of throw a bit of a wrench in the works for how weird and corner cutty Gumiho can be with his builds sometimes. Of course, we saw Creator take down Lambo 3-1, Bunny take down Harstem 3-1, and our final qualifying player will be DRG taking a clean 3-0 over Classic. That's a surprising result.
I'm telling you, mate, DRG, mate, he went to the ace match against Bjorn. He almost beat Bjorn during the Asia qualifiers, and even in those Asia qualifiers, I believe DRG also took down Classic, if I'm not mistaken, in an earlier round. So DRG, I say this all the time. He is so underrated. He is so underrated. Everyone memes like, oh, he's an old man. You know, he's the retired veteran, right? He's too slow to move his hands. You do it too,
I'm
Asher.
the head of the, yeah, I'm the president of the DRG hater fan club. Every time there's GSL, I'm like, O2.
Smurge, Papi Smurge. But over the past, I want to say 4 months of play, DRG has been looking damn strong, and he's been taking down big names as well, kind of, again, floating under the radar, but a 3-0 over Classic. Classic being the second best Protoss in Korea, by the way. Classic, who even took maps off of Raynor during the European qualifiers on ping. on ping. Classic was going toe-to-toe with Rainer, so for DRG to get the 3-0, very impressive.
You're trying to say it's a return of the DRG Evolved?
Return of the Dong. That's exactly what I said, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's go. Oh my god, DRG playing like it's Wings of Liberty, playing like it's 2011, mate. Let's go.
Yeah, the Lingbear meter goes hard. Honestly, I think it might be a good meta for it, just because so many people are going double robo. The meter player, I don't know, it's been pretty effective. We've seen Dark doing it as well, going for like these kind of out of control muter snowballs where he gets up to like 35 meters and just starts fighting the stalkers.
Oh yeah, it's crazy what he can accomplish there, and oh boy, GG, really well done by DRG, by all of our qualified players. And we can actually take this moment to switch over to the Liquipedia bracket, because we have a little bit more to get into as well. So we that was our final match here for the open qualifiers. Tomorrow is the closed qualifier to determine who will actually make it to IEM Katowice, and we have some invited players. We have Trigger for the Protoss, we have Special for the Terran, and we have Chairman Scarlet for the Zerg.
Yeah, okay, so it's going to be a very interesting matchup of players, really. Oh, interesting. So Kellezer, because he qualified through Europe.
Yep.
Actually, that's really interesting. I don't know, why would he do that? I feel like America would be an easier route.
He just wanted to get it over with. He was like, you say that, he's like, mate, Europe, the easier region, mate. Why not just just qualify?
Apparently, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So it's gonna be a pretty interesting matchup of players. I feel like that's some very scary Koreans coming into this field. I'm looking especially at, I feel like Chairman Scarlet particularly seem to do very well against Korean Protosses when they're on their game. I feel pretty confident in one of those causing a big upset.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of it is also kind of going to come down to seeding as well, to see like who faces who in the first round. That's going to be a big part of this. As we look at the bracket, again, the bracket is going to be generated, I believe, over the next couple of hours. So keep an eye on social media. I'm sure ESL will be tweeting the bracket again later on in the day, later on in the evening. But as you can see here, it is going to be double elimination. Closed qualifiers are double elimination. 8 players go in, 4 players get those qualifying spots for IEM Katowice. So 50-50 here with who makes it in and who doesn't. I do, yeah. I likewise, as you were saying, I want to believe. I'm a bit of like a Scarlet fan, but I want to believe that Scarlet can do well here. Gumiho, it's gonna be a weird IEM if Gumiho doesn't make it through. I feel like Gumiho's been really in form, and yeah, it's surprising to see that he's had to go all the way to the final qualifier to have a chance at making it in.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like Scarlet's always an interesting player in that if she turns up in form, she can beat anyone. Yeah. But if she's out of form, it's a different story. It's it's always kind of a question of often her motivation, really. Yeah. Like
she goes through like these different phases or waves of interest where, like, you know, at the start of the year, it's like she's playing Brood War. You know, after that, she's like working on her AI probots, right? Or at other times, she's like hardcore. Stormgate, or right, she's like isn't she one of the people behind, is it Year Zero? I know Year Zero has some pro players.
Zero Space, yeah.
Well, that's it. Yeah, no safe space, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, there are sometimes other things that do take her attention, but when she's focusing on StarCraft, as you mentioned, like, she is one of the best. So yeah, it's going to be a close one. I feel like Special's also a little bit under the radar just because he hasn't been looking as dominant in the region as he used to.
Yeah.
So yeah, Special's going to be another wild card here, I feel.
Yeah, I don't think Special's been practicing quite as much lately. Unless he's been secretly grinding. I actually think Kellerzer's a better player at the moment.
I agree. I think Kellezer is the stronger player. I mean, he's already qualified. That's how good he is. He's already in, Bobby. He's already got that ticket. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Trigger, of course, a lot of hype around Trigger. You know, there's a lot of expectations as well, especially from the NA region. So it's gonna be some really good matches tomorrow, and really good diversity as well. You know, a 2-3-3 splits. You know, pretty balanced, but balance.
Yeah, Trigger's one of these players that I feel like we've just been waiting for his breakout performance. If he suddenly just blitzed through a bracket like this, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, exactly. He can pop off. Any of these players can pop off. So if you're interested, if you want to tune in for the final qualifiers for IEM Katowice, that is tomorrow. Again, today was the qualifier for the qualifier. Tomorrow, that's where you're really duking it out to figure out who makes it to IEM Katowice. We already have so many players making it in, and also my condolences to the players that didn't make it. You know, today there were a couple of upsets as well, but players that will not be making it through: Harstem, Ryung, Mana, Lambo, Wayne. A Laser was a big one, right? A Laser, unfortunately, despite being on home ground, won't be a part of IEM Katowice.
Yeah, the story of the NA qualifiers was the Koreans shutting out the Europeans. So, go figure.
Yeah, Smurge, Bobby Smurge. Big shout out to Future. Like, Future had a good run as well. He didn't quite make it through. So, yeah, this was the final chance for a lot of these players, and that's the nature of the competitive scene here. Is, you know, there are winners, there are also losers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, been an exciting bunch of games. I really enjoyed, especially the Creator games. Creator's looking really strong at the moment.
Oh yeah, he looked impressive. Like, that was a really good like, showcase for Creator. At least looking dominant against Zerg. So hopefully Scarlet can avoid Creator. Like, Scarlet, likewise, I do think that her ZVP is maybe one of her weaker matchups. I think she's looking really damn strong against Terran, and scary against Zerg as well. So we'll see when it comes to
maybe play Protoss.
True. Take a page out of Raynor's book. Outside of that, though, thank you so much for joining me today, Asher. Thank you. I know I had to ruin your Sunday morning and wake you up, you know, when the sun was still up.
I was awake already. You didn't wake me up.
okay. Thank you. Copium. But yeah, if people wanted to tune in, Ash, you've been streaming more regularly recently, so what's up next?
Yeah. Probably not today, but there'll be a League stream probably in the next week. Maybe a StarCraft stream, I don't know.
Oh.
Depends. We'll see. I have streamed StarCraft recently.
You have?
And it wasn't great.
What do you mean? You said that you're still like at your level, right? Like, you're still...
Yeah.
Well,
I stopped last time.
Oh, okay. True. Smooch. It's good to have you back, Bobby. Good to have you back. Good to see you active again. It's been a lot of good fun. There was like a Stardew stream at some point as well. That happens.
Yeah, morning Stardew. That's what I want to be doing at 11 a.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah. You get your crops going.
Vibing.
Yeah, exactly. Get your sombrero cow going.
Yeah. When's your next stream? You probably got a bit of time in the next few days.
I wish I'd. So, if you want some more live VIP action, I'm going to be live in a couple of hours with WTL. World Team League is going to be later on tonight in 8 hours. Sorry, my apologies. WTL is in 8 hours. Before that, in 5 hours, I'm going to be live with OSC Community Cup. That's going to be going on as well. So we do have 2 more broadcasts later on tonight. I'll be a part of that. Tomorrow in the morning, IEM closed qualifiers at 11 a.m. So also going to be covering that. What I will say, though, after all the IEM qualifiers finish, then we can stream. Then we can ladder, Poppy. Then we can smurge on the ladder. Oh, let's go.
Yeah, M2. M2 is pretty low now. Shoot for it.
I think I'm like 4.4 at the moment, and it's M2's like 4.5 something.
It's like 450 or something. Yeah, it's pretty low.
I can smell it, Poppy. I can smell it. I'll try.
Put it in the stream title. M2 Zerg.
True. GM Zerg. True. So yeah, I'll be streaming on my own personal channel at some point. !light in the chat if you do want to follow me there. Otherwise, as we mentioned, we are live every single day here on the CranKy Ducklings. Today we're live 3 times a day, covering so much StarCraft. So be sure you're a part of it. And yeah, there's plenty to go over, and yeah, thank you, Asher, for joining me this week. Thank you. It's been a while. We could make this regular, Poppy. Maybe.
Thanks for having me. Always happy to see some Terran gameplay.
Yeah, it was good. It was good stuff. Also, big shout out to Rufus. That's really why I wanted you on. Look at it.
True.
Oh,
He's the star, yeah.
real Fiha. Beautiful, beautiful. Other than that, Asher, do you have anything you want to say before we head off? Anything?
No.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
No.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow for some more IEM. We'll see you guys in 5 hours for OSC Community Cup. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Hasta luego.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Making history. Absolutely phenomenal.
And Ace is the champion of the Intel Extreme Masters World Finals.
Storm's still not quite done. MC is going to take this fight, though. 3 seconds left.
Last 2 rounds of Asher's got to start it well for ESC.
And this is a massive move for Zez, but he's not content with just a Nexus kill. He wants to win.
And it's all done. A flawless win.
Unbelievable Rogue with a 4-0 victory over Classic.
And they did it